Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He say Fulani INEC chief Mahmood Waziri is in big trouble. In fact, it's a serious trouble after he implicated BUHARI impostor rigging plan to the international community unknowingly. According to reports, Waziri is in big trouble because he did not know what he said was going to bring problems onto the Fulani Janjaweed. You know, the international or the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced the result of the 2023 elections will be collated manually, despite BUHARI impostor signing the electoral law. This is despite the adoption of electronic transmission of results. And the reason why they changed their mind is because of the, because of Peter Obey's unexpected popularity. Speaking on the matter, INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of its Information and Voters Education Committee, Anefulefu Biafra, Festus Okoye, disclosed that the Electoral Act explicitly detailed how collation will be done. He is saying that in order to deceive Nigerians, the gullibles, and the international community. According to Okoye, there is a marked difference between the transfer and transmission of results and the collation of results. According to Section 50, subsection 2 of the Electoral Act 2022, gives the commission, that is INEC, the absolute discretion to determine the mode and procedure of voting in an election and the transmission of results. They are only trying to deceive the gullibles. Also, Section 60 and Section 62 of the Electoral Act governs post-election procedures and collation of results. Subsection 1 of Section 60 of the Electoral Act provides that the presiding officer shall, after counting the votes at the polling unit, enter the votes scored by each candidate in the form to be prescribed by the Commission. The Fulani Nigerian government are afraid that what happened in Osun State might repeat itself in 2023. And that is why they are coming up with these deceptions. Also, Section 60 of subsection 5 of the Electoral Act makes it mandatory that the presiding officer shall transfer the results, including the total number of accredited voters and the result of the ballot, in a manner prescribed by the Commission. So in essence, they have given the Fulani-controlled INEC power to decide what happens, so that if a Biafran win the election, they can overturn it with all the powers given to them. And that is why IPOB is saying that Nigerian election is a selection process. So why are we wasting our time? Nothing good comes out of it. Nothing good comes out of it. Implication of this is that the collation process of results is still essentially manual. That is what everyone is running away from, because that is where the rigging happens. But the collation officer must collate subject to his verification and confirmation that the number of accredited voters stated on the collated result are correct and consistent with the number of accredited voters recorded and transmitted directly from the polling units. My brothers and my sisters, you can see that the Fulani Nigerian government are not ready for transparent elections. Buhari impostor and the former Nigerian Abia State Governor ฉิ่ị낳have concluded plans to bring in more of the recruited so-called Fulani and Boko Haram terrorists into the compromised Nigerian army to invade Abia State because Eastern Security Network have resisted the compromised Nigerian army's wicked plans to bring back the Fulani terrorists into Biafran forests and bushes. Or ɁAlhaji a Fulani slave, promised Buhari impostor to bring back the Fulani terrorists into Biafran forests. And he said he will go as far as asking the compromised Fulani-controlled Nigerian army to bomb Biafran forests and bushes. You know, they are deceiving the international community that they are after kidnappers, whereas they are after the protector and defenders of Biafran forests and bushes, that is the Eastern Security Network operatives. Because Eastern Security Network operatives are the only reason why the Fulani terrorists have not taken over Biafran forests and bushes. Eastern Security Network stopped recruitment in 2020. Therefore, anyone deceiving or parading himself or herself as joining Eastern Security Network recently is working with infiltrators and enemies of Biafra, and they will die in the hands of the Fulani Nigerian security agencies. IPOB is not a criminal organization, so they don't employ criminals. The Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen are trying so hard to infiltrate Biafran land from the north through Agui-Beji, bush and forest, which has a border with Akpanya community in Kogi State. But they can't, because Eastern Security Network is protecting those forests and bushes. And that is why they are doing everything within their powers to blackmail IPOB and Eastern Security Network, to demonize IPOB. But it will not work. My brothers and my sisters, thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.